Welcome to your Sunday scam dump. Classic stuff, man. Classic. We got the charts. We got the news. Look, guys, they're coming for your coins. Make no mistake, okay? Don't let short-term price action shake you out. We're going to talk about what's going on today. And, of course, starting off with a just absolute classic banger of a meme. I wonder if he's thinking about me. If these coins don't bounce, I'm so effed. Classic. The vibe, man, for sure. Check out this chart from Titan of Crypto. Bitcoin breakout. Is this the one? BTC is once again testing the blue line of the power law corridor. Will this time mark a true breakout or just another rejection? It's the second time this cycle we have tested the blue line. At some point, we will get a breakout. When that breakout comes, it will be very significant, and it will be a major period of price markup for Bitcoin. You can see previously when this has happened, those price markups don't just last a month or two. We're talking a multi-month thing here, something that runs for 6, maybe 12 months. Keep in the game. Stay frosty. Now, that being said, today the markets are puking. Boo. Bitcoin back down to retest the 50-day EMA, currently here at $115,000. Bulls want to see a bounce here at the 50-day EMA. Okay, critical line for the price to be holding up here. Let's see if bulls can pull it together or not. Now, grand scheme of things, nothing really has happened here for Bitcoin. We're still basically trading within this overall range we've been trading in for some time now, ever since early July, essentially. Now, major breakdown below the 50-day EMA probably start to be a little more concerning, and we'll bring, of course, those lower price targets around 112K, previous all-time high, into play. Now, we've already tested that once back here in the 3rd of August. Coming back down to that level wouldn't be shocking, but it would be a loss of the 50-day EMA if we do close under there. Wicks down, fine. Daily closes under there. Starts getting a little more troubling short term for the uptrend to keep its momentum going. Of course, we still have all the treasury companies buying. They've not stopped buying. They're continuing buying. The money's continuing to flow in right now to Bitcoin. Sunday scam dumps, man. Sunday scam dumps. Guys, if you're trading these cryptocurrency markets, you need a good place to do it at. That place is called BitUnix, where I'm doing a lot of my futures trading these days. You can join me over there. It's never been a better time. No KYC, no VPN, no BS. Okay, it's one of the hottest exchanges of the cycle, and here's the deal they got for you right now. So not only can anyone anywhere use BitUnix, but when you sign up exclusively using the link right down here, you go straight to VIP level 3. That means a 30% fee discount. You go up to $400 in deposit bonus. You deposit $1,000, get $200 back. About $2,000, get $400 back. And there's insane trading bonuses. You can see these on the screen here, but all the way up to $8,000 plus 3 Ethereum. I mean, these are crazy deals. Limited time offer. Link down below. Go check it out. Okay, so Ethereum, man, of course, continues to be the story of stories, isn't it? Everybody loves ETH once again. Well, apparently a lot of people are getting ready to take profits because Ethereum validator exits just hit an all-time high, largest spike ever recorded, with over 767,000 ETH estimated at $3.5 billion based on today's ETH price, waiting to leave the network. This is from 2 or 3 days ago, so the number is actually slightly higher right now. A lot of people ready to take profits at current prices, a lot of ETH validators exiting and heading for the exits and cashing in and walking away, which they're allowed to do, obviously. That does create a lot of sell pressure. I mean, that's like half a Tom Lee right there, okay? It's a lot of ETH. It's a lot of ETH. Can scare the market short term, or at least short term create enough of a narrative to see that the first all-time high break attempt, we got up to $4,800, unsuccessful, okay? And we consolidate a bit under the previous all-time high before pushing higher. So look for a wide range on ETH here between sort of $3,800 and $4,800 to be sort of forming up over the next few weeks. That would be fine in my opinion. Let's see how we go though. Krillin shared this one. Models and fractals are fun, but they're great to give perspective, but they're not clean trading setups. This is a few different ways the price action could play out, just for perspective, right? Maybe we head down to the lower 4,000 range. You got bottom down here around 4,100, or in the more extreme scenario around $3,800. Now we've hit those levels for you before. $3,800 to $4,000. That's the level to buy in at. Not financial advice. That's for the trade. That's where the trade wants to come in at if you're looking to trade this. If you missed the initial breakout to 4,800, I know everyone wants to long $4,800, and a lot of people did, and a lot of people have already been washed out leverage-wise from that. You got to be careful, guys. Either wait for breaks of resistance or you wait for the pullbacks. You don't long into resistance, okay? How many times do we have to say it? Ken Griffin's owned 4.96% of SharpLink Gaming. S-bet to the moon. I own that stock, by the way, as well as Tom Lee's Bitmine. BlackRock, Fidelity, Tom Lee, Cathie Wood, Peter Thiel, and now Ken Griffin. Yes. Some big names behind SharpLink Gaming, man. Of course, big names behind Bitmine as well. Definitely the ETH Treasury Company bid, particularly for SharpLink Gaming and for Bitmine, is really heating up with some huge names backing them. So that's pretty interesting. CryptoRS reporting U.S. spot Ethereum ETF smashed records of $2.85 billion in weekly inflows, the biggest ever last week. Let's F and go, man. That is a lot of ETH. Do not be worried about the validator on stakes, okay? Just Wall Street, not the treasury companies, not the whales, not retail. Just Wall Street bought the equivalent, basically, of what's being unstaked currently last week. Don't worry. Okay. Poseidon says, so let me get this straight. We just broke the 4-year resistance at $4,000, had a healthy move up, and now after the first 10% dip, you're scared and selling everything. As long as ETH holds above 3,800, stay long. I agree. 3,800 is the key level. Pullbacks to 3,800 to 4,000, fine. Lose 3,800, I'll probably consider closing out my long that's been open since 2,300 in that situation, because that could be a more problematic situation if the price action does that. ICOB says we're looking at the highest weekly close since November 2021, and the data looks like this. Sure feels like all-time highs might be in the cards real soon. Pullbacks are normal, guys. Currently, ETH at $4,300. Big fat red candle like the rest of the market currently. Everything's taking a big fat dump. Welcome to your week, everybody. Okay? Crypto, classic stuff. 20-day EMA right down here around 41.50. Okay? The key area of interest is right here between the 50-day blue line, 20-day yellow line, $3,800 to $4,000. That's where limit bids can get stacked in at, with easy invalidation points below basically the 50-day EMA here, okay? Let's see if ETH can hold up this week and get a nice bounce either from the 20-day EMA or even from $4,000. That should be a very healthy pullback, to be honest, okay? And those kind of pullbacks may not have seemed like, but ETH's going to the moon on the euphoria last week, but you got to keep your mind a bit sober in the markets sometimes, because you let the euphoria get to you, you can lose real fast. Chainlink, Kyle Dupe's reporting. Chainlink's been having its moment today. Number one trending on CoinGecko, strongest mover in the top 100. Price, chatter, engagement, all ripping higher. And then the markets dump. Chainlink just cannot catch a break, man. Came up into this area of resistance around $25, $26. Seeing a bit of a pullback from that. If you are late to the Chainlink trade, I'm not currently on Chainlink trade, but just if you're late to the Chainlink trade, you want to watch for this orange line to break. That's basically $27. $27 breaks. That's the breakout trade in terms of price resistance. Or you watch for a pullback to the 20-day EMA, currently around 21.50, something like that. So those are the key areas to watch out for right now if you've missed the initial move up on Chainlink, okay? But Chainlink moving should give hope to some of your other big cap bags that they can also move. Dream, everybody. Don't be afraid to dream again. Litecoin, other major coins, other coin that could benefit from the ETF narrative, which has taken ages to play out. We thought we were going to get ETFs as soon as March or April this year. Well, it's almost the end of August. Still didn't have a Solana ETF. Come on, SEC, let's go. Anyway, uptrend holding ... so far, okay? Let's see how the rest of the market reacts today. But so far, the Litecoin uptrend's holding. And if you are a Litecoin bull, this becomes actually an interesting spot you may consider bidding, because this is the uptrend line currently being retested. You have a pretty easy invalidation point here, too. If the uptrend line fails to hold, you got the 50-day EMA right down here at 110. Under that's Goblin Town, okay? So there's your easy invalidation point. There's your hoping for a bounce point. If we bounce here, then, ride it up to 140 or whatever it's going to go to from there. So let's keep an eye on Litecoin, see how it plays out here over the next few days. Andy says, rumor mill doing its job again since this post. Have learned there are treasury companies backed and supported directly by crypto foundations now. They're raising right now and finishing within 1 to 2 weeks. Will be announced by end of month or into September. They'll be focused on accumulating SOL directly and be available to contribute in kind with locked SOL similar to other assets. Some big names are planning to back these publicly. More SOL treasury companies coming, okay? ETH has been the big one. ETH has been the one that's got the big bid. So far, Solana treasury companies have got about 1% of the supply. If we get enough Solana Treasury Company money, which is only about $10 billion, by the way, that would get 10% of this supply. Currently, there's about 30 billion earmarked for buying Ethereum. Why wouldn't Wall Street want to get the bigger trade, which is Solana? People are going to start paying attention, okay? These sold treasury companies will keep buying. Now, Solana also, it's a bit under the line right now, okay? Have a look at this, but it is at the 20-day EMA. So this is the uptrend line right here. If we can push back up for the end of day close in 18 hours, and this ends up being a wick, fine, okay? 20-day EMA again. One of those interesting risk-reward spots. Either we bounce from the 20-day EMA or elevatoring down to the 50-day EMA, okay? So it's an easy risk-reward invalidation point for a trade here. Either it bounces there, and you can put a tight stop loss down here if it doesn't, okay? Anyway, Solana, man, look at that. Big fat triangle forming up right here. We now have two near equidistant top areas, which I know do double top. It's not, it's not double top. If that's double top, you have to understand it's going down to $100 again because that's a technical target from a double top like this. Okay, just FYI, but I don't think it's a double top scenario here. Let's see how we react on the 20-day and 50-day EMAs if it comes to that over the next few days. But 20-day EMA right now, look for a bounce there if the market can find its feet more broadly, okay, which depends, of course, on Bitcoin and Ethereum behaving. Anyway, that's it. That's it. We're done. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for joining. I'll see you back in the next video. Peace.